Hi, I'm Brian Wilson. I'm a yearbook and newspaper advisor from Waterford-Kettering High School in Waterford, Michigan, and I'm here teaching Yearbook Editors-in-Chief. We're working with the editors-in-chief from books all over the state, and because they need to be trained and figure out what to do in all different sorts of areas, we kind of dabble in a little of this and a little of that. So they're learning some design, some writing and editing skills, certainly tons of leadership skills, how to build a team so that they have an opportunity to really, connect as a group and do great things with their own staffs when they get back to those.
We're doing a lot of stuff on theme development and all that, the package of the cover, and really trying to get that solid before we start school, so that way we have a start off for the kids coming in the class and all that. And we also learned new ways to lead and to get people motivated to work towards doing yearbook stuff and not just other class homework. That's a problem in Dexter. So
well, I'm taking the Editors-in-Chief course, and the teacher is Brian Wilson, and I'm not actually an editor-in-chief, but I'm supposed to be within the next couple of years when our editor-in-chief graduates. So what I'm doing here is just learning how to be a leader and learning how to design more and become more of an editor-in-chief sort of, and helping her come up with the theme and everything. And in this class what we do is just basically touch on a little bit of everything, design, and we talked about writing a little bit, and we talked about how to be a leader in team building activities with your staff.
Basically in this class we've done a lot of lessons and stuff, but mostly we've had a lot of time to work on our yearbook and the theme that we want to have and develop the theme a little more, which I liked a lot because this past year I don't know, I didn't really feel like I had somebody in my program that I could talk to about theme and could bounce ideas off of, but having someone here that's really specialized in yearbook and knows exactly how to make a theme work was really nice. So
most of the students have had at least a year of experience on a yearbook staff before. So when they come in, they kind of know how that rolls, and they've seen the process from beginning to end. So in my case, I'm lucky enough to kind of see students who have seen that, want to improve on it, want to do better, and kind of take their book to the next level.
Just a basic knowledge on InDesign, because if you don't know that, that's gonna be hard to jump in, and if you have to learn InDesign while doing it, it's probably hard. Or well, just any editing process is not all InDesign. There's Jostens and something else I think we use.
I think just a general knowledge of how your yearbook would work, and a general almost theme idea, or something that you are thinking about for theme. And I think that you should definitely know how to work your program that you're designing your yearbook in, whether it's eDesign, InDesign, Jostens, whatever it is.
We spend a lot of time working with theme. That seems like one of the areas that the students are really, they want to make sure that they kind of have down pat before they leave. So I definitely want to make sure that they have the skills to be able to connect with their team and lead, to be able to understand what good writing and good photography and good design are, but also I think to kind of put all of those together and be able to have a theme that works for their school and works for their book.
I think you should definitely think about it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in a short period of time. So I think definitely be prepared for that, and also know that you really should start working on your theme and thinking about it on Monday night. It's not one of those classes you can kind of put off your final projects until the last couple of nights. You kind of have to start working on it, otherwise you won't get any sleep the last couple of nights. So I mean, yeah, and it just takes a lot of, I would definitely know InDesign really well before taking it, because otherwise it takes a lot longer. So
I think any student that's looking at a leadership position on their staff, regardless of whether it's editor-in-chief or not, would benefit from the time spent with the other leadership position students. They get a chance to really bond and connect together. It's almost like we form our own staff of all these leaders from other staffs, and they really get a chance to kind of see how it works in other places, and hopefully they get some great things that they can bring back and do awesome things with their own staffs.
Just to really get a grip on how to do everything, and getting the theme ready, that's like the biggest, most important thing for an editor, because if the theme's ready, then you can like help lead people to like do the right like stuff and get everything to match and all that. So
I think it really helps when we go over some of the things that you might not know in depth. Like you might know like bits and pieces of it, but you're not like really sure about it. And then also it really helps to know like going into like your theme more and like developing it.
Because you get a lot done for the yearbook. You get a whole lot done, and it'll just like make my job a lot easier next year, you know, getting ready for yearbook, and yeah, it's helpful.